Welcome to the Individual Matters video and podcast series. I'm Andrew Caton, and I'm joined by my wife and co-host, Dr. Katrina Caton, licensed clinical psychologist.
Hello, everyone.
Today, we're sharing 5 fun ways to wrap up the school year and kick off the start of summer. What's the first idea you have for us?
Okay, so the first idea is everyone in the family comes together and writes yourself a letter, and you can write it to yourself as it will be when you're starting the next school year. And you can seal it up and put it away. And then just before school starts the following year, we can get those out and read them and see what they say.
So it's kind of like a time capsule just over the summer.
Yeah, so maybe you're starting middle school and you could write yourself a letter that's, okay, here we go. Don't be scared. This is it. Let's do this. Or maybe a quote that you want to share with yourself, or something funny to make you laugh the night before school starts.
You could even include some predictions for how your summer's going to go, or what you might do, or how an experience might go for you. If you're excited about it at the beginning of summer, maybe you're unsure about it, whether it's a camp you're going to or a visit to the grandparents or whatever. And then at the end of the summer, you can look back and reflect on that and say, oh, that kind of went the way I thought it would, or not.
Oh, that'd be super fun. You could even do kind of a checklist of things you want to experience or do or accomplish during the summer, and then when you open it up, see how many of those you checked off.
That's pretty cool. What's a second idea for the summer?
So the second one is to create a stack of conversation cards where you write a bunch of questions about things to reflect on. So this is kind of a nice way to wrap up the school year, get that conversation started with your kids. Some people are kind of sentimental about the year being over, or maybe it's a big one where you graduated from a certain school or you're heading off to a different place. So you create a stack of cards with questions on them. What was the funniest thing that happened this year? What's one thing you would do differently if you could? What was your biggest accomplishment? Who influenced you the most this year? Just a whole bunch of open-ended questions, and then you mix them up and put them in a stack, and then you go around and answer those. And it's just a really fun way to wrap up what's happened for everyone that year and connect and start off your summer.
You do that with some of your friends or with other family members, or I guess you could just even do it by yourself. And then if you wanted to, you could journal your answers. Those are almost writing topics. So you could take that information, write it down in sort of a whatever grade diary, and then you read that someday in the future, and it kind of takes you back to your youth.
That's a great point. You could do this activity by yourself. I was thinking it'd be really fun for the family to do that, maybe over pizza or popcorn or something like that, sitting around the table and just open up that conversation, and parents get to share and the kids get to share, and it's just kind of a nice way to connect. And I find when I do these kinds of things in counseling, kids really like these questions, and then each session, they want to start the session with them. So you might be surprised what kind of conversations and information you learn from this game.
Yeah, parents could jump in on that too. They could put together some of their own questions and think about their past work year or the months between August and May or whatever, and play along as well. Okay, so what is the third idea?
So as you wrap up the school year and you're looking at this summer, it might be fun to create a vision board for your summer. And again, you could do this as a family. Each person could do their own. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of vision boards, where you create a board that sort of has your goals or your aspirations, things like that. In this way, it'd be sort of like, instead of creating a collage at the end of the summer of all your memories, this would be kind of a prediction or a wish list of the things that you might do that summer and what kinds of things you want to experience, where you want to go. Maybe there's a quote you could put on there, that kind of thing.
Sort of like a theme to live by or something like that. Yeah, you can get a poster board. You could do this on a piece of paper, a piece of copy paper if you wanted to. Or you could get a poster board, print out some different pictures or cut some pictures out from a magazine, or draw your own pictures, or put sticky letters up, or write whatever you wanted.
Yeah, and then the other activity, which is kind of related to that one, is to make a collage memory board of your school year. So you could put pictures on there, quotes. You could cut out pieces of little bits and pieces from different assignments or spelling tests or things that you did, and kind of put that together in a collage as a way of wrapping up the school year. And this one's really great if you're Like I was saying, some people get kind of sentimental and it was a special year or it's a big milestone, and it's a nice way to wrap all that up. And then you have it years from now to look back on.
All right, that sounds like a great idea. What is the fifth summer option or summer activity?
So this one's a little more broad, but I really like this idea of setting an intention or a theme for your summer. So for some families that are super busy during the school year, maybe the theme is kind of a yogi theme for summer, where it's just going to be a lot of relaxing and meditating and enjoying nature, doing lots of nature walks, no goals, no pressure, no outcomes, just being might be your theme. Another idea might be adventure. Maybe you're wanting to have a little bit more adventure this summer and try 5 things that you've never done before, or try 3 things that you're scared of. So maybe adventure or fear factor or something like that could be a theme.
Other ways could include choosing a song or maybe a favorite quote to live by. And given the difficulty of the past year, this summer might also be a good time to focus on connecting or reconnecting with others. So the theme might inspire family members to think about others and ways to reach out and extend some friendship, love, support. Maybe the way to do this is through writing letters or sending postcards or care packages, or maybe just picking up the phone and calling someone you haven't talked to in a while. These are all great ideas. Is there anything else that you want to add before we wrap up?
Just a quote by Ferris Bueller. He says something like, life moves pretty fast and you got to slow down or you might miss it. And I think these kinds of activities really help us just pause, reflect on what was, get excited about what will be, and connect with one another.
Yep, Ferris Bueller was a wise man. All right, I'll just run through these 5 ideas again. We'll flash them up if you're watching the video. So the first is to write a letter to your future self. You might write this for the next school year. It's something that you'll read and maybe give some encouraging words to yourself. The other idea is to create a stack of reflection questions that allow you to play a conversational card game with your friends or your family. The third idea is to create a summer vision board. Maybe take a poster, cut out some pictures or draw some pictures, put them up there. It gives you something to look at and remind yourself of what you hope to do or to enjoy or think about over the summer. The fourth idea is to create a memory collage of pictures, quotes, and other items that allow you to reflect back over the previous school year. And then the fifth is to set an intention or a theme for summer break. For example, you might choose adventure or appreciation or getting fit or just being more chill over the next couple of months. That's it from us today. As always, you can find more information as well as resources on our website, individualmatters.org. We hope you'll join us at the next podcast, where we continue to learn about learning and share ways to help your student and yourself live a more positive and fulfilling life.